On December 9th, 2012, I decided to sit down and write a creepypasta story. Now, this was no ordinary creepypasta. This was a troll pasta by the name of I Hate You. Now, why did I do this? Why did I write a troll pasta that multiple people say is not a troll pasta and that is just a bad story that I was trying to make good and failed? Well, I like fucking with people. I'm a shit stirrer. This is why when I was an extra on Dawson's Creek, yeah, I wrote a fake script for a scene and leaked it to news sites. Basically, what happened was I had a private forum for people who were extras on the show because people wanted to keep in touch that met and knew each other and became friends. And on that forum, I found out that there was a specific, like, spoiler news site person who had infiltrated into the forum under false pretenses. So what I did was I talked to all the real people there, all the people I knew, and let them know what I was going to do, which was post up a script from a fake scene that never actually happened in the show. And then I watched as that website posted that up as news for an upcoming episode. I found out somebody was there, and I wanted to fuck with them. There's just no two ways about it. I like messing with people. I like doing things that make people question what the fuck I'm doing and why. And then I sort of just keep the secret to myself. This is why I wrote a story that could not be adapted to narration called Sad Kitten, because it uses the same word in multiple different ways, and its pronunciation is different, and if you read the story out loud, it ruins the twist ending immediately. This is, I like writing crazy shit. During this time period, this was written, as I said, in 2012. During this time period, the NES Godzilla creepypasta by Cosby Daff was being posted and written on the same forum, the bogleech.com forum, which I since have parted ways with, again, because I like fucking with people, and apparently some people couldn't handle it. I'm just that edgy, folks. I'm just that edgy. But yeah, this was being posted during the time that Godzilla NES creepypasta was being posted up. I had read, essentially like skimmed, a few video game creepypastas up to this point, and I noticed some themes that were present in them. Now, this was like at the dawn of creepypasta as like a mainstream kind of thing that people were sort of taking up. This was one of the first creepypastas, probably, poking fun at what I was noticing, which was the overuse of certain tropes in creepypasta. Do I want to take credit for being like the first person to notice people were doing that? I don't know. Whatever. All I know is that I wrote it in 2012, and I said it was a joke in 2012, so if that doesn't make me one of the first people to notice the tropes in haunted gaming creepypastas, I don't know what does. But yeah, it reads like a straight-faced story. It reads like a story that's trying to be good. And you will notice that there are a lot of tropes in it that are present in other video game creepypastas, even ones that came after this, like way after this, years after this. People are still using them. And I was not the first to use the tropes, of course, because I'm making fun of other people using them. You'll notice things like errors in the screenshots. I went to the trouble of editing the screenshots with new pixel art. I edited a new map area. I made a bunch of different stuff and purposefully left mistakes in. Like, you'll notice that the lives that the character has change between screenshots. Like, here's 41 for no fucking reason. We went from 5 lives to 41 lives. Quite a difference. I think it goes back to 5 too, doesn't it? Doesn't it go back to? It goes back to 9. Okay, well, whatever. It's been a while since I wrote it. I put the Happy Valley Sky Tree guy in the window, and then I said, I'll give you a minute to try to notice what's different, even though the character's looking right at it and it's right in the center of the screen. It to me was funny. To me, it was funny. Other people have found it funny without realizing why they find it funny. If you read this, and this is a video where I'm going to sound like I'm blowing smoke up my own ass, but what else are you going to sound like when you're trying to explain why you did something? If you read this and you laugh at how absurd it is, if you laugh at how bad it is, if you laugh at the mistakes, if you laugh at the tropes, you're laughing at the joke. Because a lot of people will say the problem with this story is that it's not funny, and then it'll be and it's hilarious how stupid it is. It's like, well, that means it's funny, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people also take this at face value and like it. I think it was Pasta of the Month on the Creepypasta Wiki, but yeah, a lot of people like it unironically. And what are you going to do in that scenario? What am I going to do? Am I going to go up to them and say, hey, you people who like this story unironically, stop it, you're not allowed? No, I'm just going to let them, like the story. They enjoy it. They obviously see something in it that they like. And, I'm not going to crap on them for that. I'm not going to tell them that they can't like it for a specific reason. So if you like it because you like the story, that's fine. If you like it because you think it's funny and stupid, that's fine. If you hate it, that's fine, because I hate you. But yeah, I mean, the best way I can think to explain this is Andy Kaufman. And I'm not, comparing myself to Andy Kaufman. I'm giving you an example, because I know the first thing people will say is, you're no Andy Kaufman. And I'm like, yeah. But Andy Kaufman famously stood up in front of an audience and started reading from The Great Gatsby. All he did in this comedy show was read from The Great Gatsby from the beginning. And when people started booing and started complaining, he threatened to start over if they weren't quiet. He just was fucking with them. And I don't know, I like fucking with people. And if you have read this story and cracked a smile or laughed at any of it in any regard, I did my job. Yeah. But anyway, this is, and again, not to say that NES Godzilla, because I mentioned that, not to say that's a bad story. The ending I don't prefer, but that was being posted at the time, and it's not a bad story. It's just that sort of was part of my inspiration for doing this, because I was seeing someone doing a soaring story arc, like a big multi-part story using edited screenshots, and I was like, I should do that and make it funny. But yeah, I don't know. So if you like I Hate You for the story itself, that's fine. If you like it because it's a joke, that's fine. I don't know what else to say about it. I really am flattered that people have made like fan games of it, different things like that. And the fan games seem to be in on the joke a little bit, because like you'll see like there's an Easter egg where you can find a big cartoon Luigi from the cartoon series, like stashed in a corner. It seems like they're in on the joke to a certain extent. I don't know. Possibly. But, yeah, I don't know. I just sort of wanted to make this video because this comes up time and again where, there was a podcast called Bad Creepypasta where they, sort of read through the story and laughed at it and made fun of it and so on and so forth. And, there was a big kerfuffle because I said to them, this is a troll pasta, right? And they were like, no, it's not. You meant to do it well, and you're just trying to cover your ass. And I was like, no. It says in the original post, I don't know if I could find it again, it says in the original thread that this is a joke. And they're like, no, it's real. You just failed. And, yeah, they, of course, walked back on that after a couple years, so I think we've come to sort of an amicable conclusion there. It's not like it's a big ordeal now. But you do see comments from people from time to time, even today, 2019, all this time after I sat down at 2 a.m. and hacked out a stupid fucking story based on screenshots I had previously put together. People still, I saw one from like 6 weeks ago, people still are saying this wasn't a troll pasta. Slimebeast just fucked up and now he's backpedaling. And I'm like, I should just let it go. But part of the idea that I like fucking with people is, I sort of sit there and I say, why should I let it go? Why don't I just correct people and make their lives a little bit worse? I don't know. But yeah, so I don't really know how to end this, so I will just say that if you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. That goes for everything, not just this story. If you like Jeff the Killer, like Jeff the Killer. Fuck anybody who tells you not to. They can not like it if they don't want to. If you like anything, just unapologetically be a fan of it. Don't try to force other people to like it. Don't attack people who don't like it, and vice versa. Don't attack people for liking something you don't. Just try to fucking read free stories and enjoy them or not enjoy them. It's like somebody handing you free ice cream. You can say, this ice cream is shit, and throw it on the ground. But you don't have to go knocking it out of other people's hands. Maybe they just would like the free ice cream just because it's free and ice cream, no matter how it tastes. I don't know. Hey guys, do you like advertisements? You do? Well, that's good, because here's one for my book on Amazon, Dandyland, an updated retelling of the Abandoned by online horror series. This is a book that takes the original 4 stories of Abandoned by and updates them, changes them, makes them a little more realistic, fixes some things here and there that have come up over the 6 years since it's been written. Now available at Amazon.com, and you can find it linked from my personal website, Slimebeast.com.